Good afternoon, everybody. Today is February 25th, 2015, and welcome to our live market analysis for the British pound versus US dollar. I'm the Chief Technical Analyst here at HyperFX Academy, and I'll be walking you through some of the trade setups that occurred during the US session today. Now, we are using one of the basic HyperFX zigzag indicators here, and we are applying this zigzag indicator to a 5-pip Renko chart. And the zigzag indicator is basically what it does is it identifies the support levels and resistance levels with these different colored dots. So all of these support levels are identified with these blue dots, and the resistance levels are identified with these red dots. And if we simply draw two types of trend lines, either horizontal or angled, and once the price action breaks past these lines, we get entries, either a buy entry or a sell entry. So let me start drawing out some of the setups that occurred today. Now, our first entry for today would have been this up break here. You can see that this Renko brick closed past this trend line, right? So this signals our buy entry. Now, the movement went for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 pips total. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to take 30 pips yourself, but it's nice to see that you can easily take, 15 or 20 pips without too much effort. So that was our first entry for today. And our second entry for the day was this down break. Again, you can see that this Renko brick closed below this trend line. And how did we establish this trend line? Simple, by just connecting the two blue dots. Okay, and this was another nice movement. It went for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 pips. So the total movement was 30 pips, but again, if you took 15 or 20, again, that was a very profitable trade. So the point of this is to show you that these signals are consistent, and the amount of profit you take is really up to you depending on your money management skills. Some people take the profit at once the opposite bar shows up, that's when they would close the trade. Some people just take 5 or 10 pips. So it's really up to you and your money management as far as how many pips you're going to take using this system here. Now after that, we had a couple of horizontal breaks. So if you had missed that entry, you had another opportunity here to get in again, and that was a 10 pip move. Okay, and if you had waited for the opposite candle, that would have been a break-even trade. Okay, so it's really up to you how many pips you want to take, but it's nice to see that you can take 10, 15, 20 sometimes without too much effort. Now here's an example of a trade that went for a lot longer. This was the actual break up here, and this move went for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 pips. So again, a 35 pip move, but if you take 15, 20, 25 pips, that's plenty. So those are the actual movements for today, guys. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 good trades, and we had a couple of fake outs, but again, you want to remember, once you do get a signal, I'll draw one of these fake outs for you here, is when you get a signal and then you get the opposite signal. So here is our signal, and it was a fake out. So as soon as we get the opposite signal, which is right at this point here, you want to make sure you exit that position and get into the opposite side. Now there's different strategies you can use to offset this loss, and you could double on the opposite position. You could if you have a losing trade, which was a fake out, you may want to double on the next position. So there's different strategies, but the basic system here with Renko and using trend lines is very effective. And then you have to really discuss and think about your own money management and what you want to do with these profits. If you want to let it ride, be happy scalping 5 or 10 pips, which is what a lot of our students do, is just they take small profits, and of course that reduces your exposure because you're in and out very quickly. And it allows you to trade multiple charts as well. So you're not waiting or trading one specific chart. You can move on to other charts if you're going for smaller profit targets. So that's our market recap for today for the British pound versus US dollar, guys. I'll be joining you again tomorrow afternoon with another recap of another currency pair. Till then, thank you for tuning in and happy trading.